Department of Anthropology, bachelor's degrees. Sophia Fawny, Sierra Groom, Rosemary Marin, Dane Austin Vasquez.
Department of Biological Science, doctoral candidates. Jason Scott Lynn, Major Professor, Dr. Karen McGinnis. Margaret Ann Vogel, Major Professor, Dr. Tom Miller. Micaiah J. Ward, Major Professor, Dr. Darren Rakita. Department of Biological Science, Master's degrees. Amanpreet Kaur Breyer, Major Professor, Dr. Catherine Jones. Brandon David Buck, Major Professor, Dr. Jonathan Dennis. Molly Susan Wybush, Co-Major Professors, Dr. Brian Inouye and Dr. Nora Underwood. Department of Biological Science, Bachelor's degrees. Romy Aiken. Amy Lynn Alonzo. Emily June Ashworth. Alexandra Bacchus. Michael J. Ayamonte. Tanaja Eugenia Battle. Valeria Bomanata. Kayla G. Brown. Ryan Carley. Tyler Creighton Carell. Keandrea Rayco Carrillo. Caitlin Carswell. Anthony Daniel Castro. Alexia Marcia Dean. Dylan Andrew Dean. Nandi DeGraff. Christy Dick. Jessica Donaze. Cameron Diorio. Yal Patrick Dunton. Natalia Chicalis Estrella. Alexander Noel Fernandez. Yelitza Rose Fish. Dylan Patrick Fitzgerald. Alexandra Chantel Fletcher. Kathleen Rose Fornes. Carissa Morgan Fortier. Robert John Forcurian. Hannah Christine Francoeur. Janelle Raphael Garcia. Marilia Gautier. Samantha Goldstein. Sofia Gomez Gonzalez. Cassandra Noel Gonzalez. Christopher Gonzalez. Kylie Diane Gorman. Jessica Tiffany Gariou. Alexander Leahy. Caitlin Paige Hedges. Brendan Alexander Hines. Adam Athos Hudson. Richard Nathaniel Jackson. Kristen Elizabeth Jackson. Austin Joseph Jocks. Laura E. Kofinas. Justin Patrick Lee. Sally Joy Lepsinski. Cameron Renee Lindsay. China Lee Lobos. Shannon Nicole Lucky. Priya Joy Manohar. Ashley Martinez. John Patrick Muma. Sophie Veronica Esmel Ricci. Jacqueline Nicole Noah. Aaron Cruz Orendor, Brandon Petrone, Hannah Nicole Pattison, Hannah Pauley, Jace Anthony Pino, Joseph Alexander Portillo, Seth Gayer Ray, Christopher Lee Rutherford, Michael Stephen Ryan, Jacqueline Paige Schatzman, Bailey Marie Schott, Dylan Isaac Schwartz, Andres Philippe Segura, Rahard Schwarkman, Alexander Daniel Wallace, Hassan Yumin, Yosef Zayed.
Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, doctoral candidates: Anna Georgia Adams, Major Professor, Dr. Michael Roper; Matthew Charles Ellis, Major Professor, Dr. Naresh Dalal; Brandon Foltz, Major Professor, Dr. Justin Kinnemer; Edgar Gonzalez Rodriguez, Major Professor, Dr. Igor Alabugin; Mary Bernadette Hertz, Major Professor, Dr. Susan LaTurner; Jicheng Jin, Major Professor, Dr. Hedy Matusi; Weijia Lang, Major Professor, Dr. Michael Roper; Muhammad Mostafenajad, Major Professor, Dr. Albert Eugene DePrince; Wesley Potter, Major Professor, Dr. Susan LaTurner; Jonathan Caleb Putman, Major Professor, Dr. Alan Marshall. Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, master's degrees: Daniel Patrick Callan, Gina Angel Goulery, Anthony Edward Hoffman, Sarah Taylor Sue, Taylor Ann Isaias, Fabine Kuriakosi, Yiwan Lin, Kirsten Annalise Tucker. Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, bachelor's degrees: Alex Abraham, Alexis Peyton Bodiford, Nicole Burnett, McKinley Cole Carter, Falinka Cherry, Paul Edwards, Akram Gazim El-Shazali, Wesley Ferguson, Naomi Ford, Vincent Ray Garza, Caroline Gordon, Kariza Hassan, Garrison Benjamin Jackson, Marco Giovan Barota. Colin Jacob Myers. David Mario Perez. Trevor McDowell Porterfield. Valentina Rengel Ingarita. Jordan Robinson. Amanda Rodriguez. Michaela Alice Sanjust. Nathaniel James Sampson. Devon Michael Valverde. Dennis Vassinen. Anne Huang Vo. Jennifer Marie Willis. Femi Iad Zayed.
Department of Classics, Master's Degrees. Catherine Alamaden. Laura Ashley Lansing. Alexandra Ann Stevens. Department of Classics, Bachelor's Degrees. Keegan Scott Hart. Dawson Jordan Nunn. Ethan Benedict Reen.
Department of Computer Science doctoral candidates. Syed Masim Ghaffari Dakordi, Major Professor, Piyush Kumar. Lejen Shi, Major Professor, Michael Mascagni. William John Thrasher, Major Professor, Michael Mascagni. Weizhu Wang, Major Professor, Andy Wang. Department of Computer Science, Master's Degree. Ibrahim Akaram Atiyah. Christopher Hans Draper. Michael Greg Duckett. Romario de Jesus Estrella Ramos. Arthur Xenophon Karapatius. Department of Computer Science, Bachelor's Degrees. Tan Aaron. Blake Anthony Bowden. Austin Michael Cannon. Zachary Alexander Cardenas. Dylan James Chikali. Aaron Justin Cohen. Ryan Diaz. Elias DeFarnesio. Shannon Lindsay Dresden. Tristan Jose Garcia. Chelsea Joanna Gary. Ike George. Christopher Georgiadis. Alyssa Sandra Bonella. Diego Fernando Gutierrez. Payao Han. Charles Martin Harris. James Kiefer Hudson. Artir Hyseni. Harley Jeremiah Jackson. Allison Jacobs. Schmidt Joe Kettner John. Jason Patrick Johansson. Robert Franklin Jones. Clayton Scott Jorgensen, Lori Kirk, Tyler Edward Kurtach, Paige Marie Long, Genevieve Taylor Larkins, Keegan Wade Lawley, Garrett James Laycock, Spencer Roger Lewis, Konstantin Nikolaevich Logvin, Rogelio Lopez, Brianna Sevilla Lynch, Ryan Anthony Machado, Abigail Mortensen, Jose Enrique Ochoa, James D. O'Halloran, Samuel Parmer, Adam Pella, Miguel Alessandro Perez Ojito, Sean Reeves, William Gaines Rodriguez, Hayden Paul Rogers, Laura Beatriz Segarra, Jonathan Hollis Sharaus, Catherine Abigail Skipper, Sashim Schnell, Isaac Thomas Siverid, Fat Tan Tran, Grayson A. Wagstaff, Chalice Yasmin Washington, Benjamin Patrick West, Yini Yusuf Whistler, Jessica Lynn Whitaker, Matthew Wicks, Isaac William Wolfe, Joseph Benjamin Zelanka,
Department of English doctoral candidates. Ashley Elizabeth Christensen, Major Professor, Dr. Barry Falk. Jessica Shepard Cohen, Major Professor, Dr. Alicia Marie Gaines. Philip Ryan Gretsch, Major Professor, Dr. John McCoy Kilgore. Janelle Yvonne Jennings Alexander, Major Professor, Dr. Maxine L. Montgomery. Amanda M. May, Major Professor, Dr. Kathleen Blake Yancey. Christopher Brian Michaels, Major Professor, Dr. Stanley E. Gontarski. Firuz Ahmed Rather, Major Professor, Dr. Bruce M. Orick, Jr. Megan Marie Velez, Major Professor, Dr. Michael R. Neal. Department of English Master's Degrees. Sydney Allison Turner, Department of English Bachelor's Degrees. Wilmer Acosta Flores, Kyra Aguilera, Babar Shabez Ahmed, Kevin E. Allen, Rachel Ames, Jordan William O'Donovan Eskew, Avery Lene Osley, Peyton Brooke Baisden, Kendall Barreto, Summer C. Benson, Megan Renee Bonenberger, Deanna Sophia Calderon, Camilla Victoria Camacho, Kyle Ader Kanzler, Sable Cantu, Christopher Andrew Castro, Petrea Latrice Dominique Clark, Caroline Elizabeth Clements, Sophia Isabel Colon Rivero, Emma Janess Cyphers, Santina Olivia Deming, Ashley Nicole De Cristofalo, Troy L. Dodd, Kelsey Marie Eggsware, Leslie E. Ferris, Matthew Ross Furland, Elizabeth Fleener, Elise Nicole Frauendorfer, Lauren C. Gibson, Julia Lee Gilbert, Brendashaw Michelle Gilmore, Rayuna Glenn, Daniel Allen Graham, Jordan Guthrie, Grace Marie Hancock, Emily Annette Heath, Juliana M. Henchy, Mariah Ashton Iglesias, Marlon Deanna Isaac, Henry Jacobson, Shelby Anne-Marie Johnson, Lillian Marston Jones, Tyra Bobby Joseph, Melissa Karen Lawrence, Kathleen Lipham, Bailey K. Littlejohn, Sophia Lorraine Lopez, Kylie Brenna McCall, Anna Christine Miller, Lucy Elizabeth Myrie, Juliana A. Nichols, Michaela Celine Parsons, Allison Renee Peters, Alexis Looming Pomano, Alana Pulver, Logan J. Qualk, Alyssa Reno, Cameron Elizabeth Rivers, Zoe Isabella Rose, Megan Elaine Siniscali, Nicholas Smith, Richard Arrington Smith, Alina Beatrice Socorro, Kinsley Nicole Southworth, Catherine Ann Spone, James Levi Stanley, Sean George Stump, Joseph Noel Suarez, Chloe Nicole Swicegood, Alexis Trapani, Ricari Larita Trevora, Marie Calliope Salakis, Kendra D. Turner, Taylor Neema Turner, Alessandra Sofia Vidal, Dominique Renee Villarreal, Devin Kathleen Wallen, Bridget Catherine Walsh, Kayla Mae Walston, Shay Madison Weinberg, Kayuna Zanae Williams, Ashlyn Faith Williamson, Trent Conrad Willis, Gabriel Joseph Zeeper.
Department of Earth, Ocean and Atmospheric Science doctoral degree candidates. Nawaf Awad Al-Munshri, Major Professor Dr. James Tull. Jarrett W. Cruz, Major Professors Drs. Sherwood Wise and William Parker. Taylor Adam Shropshire, Major Professors Drs. Michael Stupel and Eric Chassenay. Department of Earth, Ocean and Atmospheric Science Master's degree. Charles Eric Owen, James E. Eek, Anna Michelle Johnson, Evan Jones, Carrie Lee O'Reilly, Ryan Michael Remendelli, Jennifer Anastasia Rogers, Ryan Anders Albon Schubert, Chesney Elise Skeen, Department of Earth, Ocean and Atmospheric Science bachelor's degrees, Sebastian Ignacio Brandalik, Zachary Richard Brooks, Chandler Kate Rue, Allison Noel Brown, Jesse T. Delgado, Jeremiah Keaton Deanan, Nicholas Christian Fry, Christina Joanna Gomez, Michael Alexander Greer, Joel Leonard Harriman, Victoria Lane Hickenbottom, Spencer Casey Jones, Anna Lee Kemp, Jacob Nicholas Lardakis, Macy Catherine Murator,
Matthew Jason Norton,
Caitlin Renee Owens, Wesley Brandon Owings, Darren Sanchez, Gavin Jeb Webb, Emily Elizabeth Wells, Luke Samuel Walton.
Department of History, Master's Degrees. Alberto Miguel Perez Rueda. Department of History, Bachelor's Degrees. Jessica Nicole Aviles. Jasmine Lachelle Kemp. Jacqueline Ray Langley. David Wesley Lunn.
Adam David Neer, Sophie Joanne North, Zachary M. Peckins, Zachary John Peterson, Catherine Elizabeth Riles, Ava Eileen Shore,
Colin Jeffrey Schultz, Reed Thorne, Richard Brian Vetter, Alicia Denis Weaver, Jack Gaudry Wilson.
Program in Interdisciplinary Humanities, Master's Degrees. Stephanie Croney. Program in Interdisciplinary Humanities, Bachelor's Degrees. Chase Parker Adler, Courtney Asher, Jaquest MacFrederick Bell, Ryan Joseph Cook, Dylan Croteau, Camille Eckley, Caitlin Rose Flanagan, Lauren Elizabeth Franklin, Ashley Marie Glennie, Victoria Gonzalez, Gabrielle Lauren Gonzalez, Amber Marie Greenup, Caitlin Elizabeth Hart, Brooklyn Marie Hodges, Kelsey Nicole Lynch, Elizabeth Yancey Mason, Kiara Mailer, Lucy Elizabeth Marie, Amir Kaleem Morrison, Annalisa Muller, Isaac G. Parfait, Gabriel Alejandro Perez, Madeline Diana Pilch, Madison Tate Prusak, Madison L. Ratner, Megan Alexandrea Ruiz, Erin Jane Schulte, Hunter Davidson Schutler, Haley Marie Sockwell, Jada A. Spees, Emily Ann Stevens, Morgan Elizabeth Stewart, Diana M. Tepovich.
Institute of Molecular Biophysics, doctoral candidates: Stephen Austin, Major Professor Dr. Wei Young.
Department of Mathematics, doctoral candidates: Orhan Akab. Co-major professors Dr. Adrian Barbu and Dr. Kyle Gallivan. Shea Wakayan Aldosari. Major professor Dr. Mark Van Huy. John Henry Bergschneider. Major professor Dr. Wolfgang Heil. Patrick Eastham. Co-major professors Dr. M. Nicholas Moore and Dr. Nicholas Kogan. Lydia P. Eldridge. Major professor Dr. Kathleen Peterson. Jamie Lee Fox. Major professor Dr. Gray Octon. Opal J. Graham. Major professor Dr. Philip Bowers. Yangzi Guo. Co-major professors Dr. Adrian Barbu and Dr. Kyle Gallivan. Haibin Hang. Major professor Dr. Washington Mio. Shikyu Lee. Major professor Dr. Lingjong Zhu. Yang Liu. Co-major professors Dr. Mohammed Husseini and Dr. Mark Sussman. Matthew Thomas McCurdy. Co-major professors Dr. M. Nicholas Moore and Dr. Xiaoming Wang. Michael Evan Niemeyer. Major professor Dr. Ettore Adrovandi. Denise Ostrup. Major professor Dr. Nicholas Kogan. Arun Kumar Polala. Major professor Dr. Gray Octon. Jae Su. Co-major professors Dr. Martin Bauer and Dr. Eric Klassen. Kangwei Jing. Major professor Dr. Arash Fahim. Kanling Zhang. Co-major professors Dr. Richard Bertram and Dr. Xiuwen Liu. Department of Mathematics, master's degrees: Austin Neil Anderson, Abdullah Muhil Momit Arko, Fan Bai. Satyanarayanan Chandramoli, Hung Jong, Meran Fazli, Xin Li, Sheshong Zhang. Department of Mathematics, bachelor's degrees. Jose Antonio Alvarez, Brandon C. Barcy, Andre Celestin, Jacqueline Even, Nina Elizabeth Fernandez, Jordan Fowler, Eileen Marie Giambattista, Egwichukwu A. Kalu, Jiun Kim, Alexander Dominic Lamberson, Mackenzie Lambert, Bailey Elizabeth L'Esperance, Justin Lane Lindner, Christian Anthony Moss, Lauren Lee Padilla, Caitlin Marie Panzarino, Bryce Parry, Keegan Andrew Schall, Scott Williams, Robert David Wright.
Department of Modern Languages and Linguistics, doctoral candidates. Alan Fibrio Parma, co-major professors, Dr. Michael Leeser and Dr. Lara Reglero. Shiraz Renee Mohammed, co-major professors, Dr. Carolina Gonzalez and Dr. Anche Muntundum. Peter Osne, major professor, Dr. Martin Monroe. Tiffany Trick Robena, major professor, Dr. Michael Leeser. Department of Modern Languages and Linguistics, master's degrees. Nathaniel Evans Cook, Kristen Lynn Marie Emerson Gunter, Dariela Fonseca, Erica Magdalena Hernandez Orozco, Gabrielle Iskar. Department of Modern Languages and Linguistics, bachelor's degrees. Aiden Marie Adriano, Victoria Joe Bienam, Chase Broward Young Boyer, Taylor Counts, Gabrielle Andre Diaz, Lauren Dominguez, Sydney Lauren Marple, Emily Elizabeth Partington, Nicholas Lowe Petros, Jacob Amon Robinson.
Department of Philosophy doctoral candidates. Nicholas A. Bird, Major Professor Dr. John Schwenkler. Bradford Stockdale, Major Professor Dr. Al Mealy. Department of Philosophy master's degrees. Shane M. Dabney. Department of Philosophy bachelor's degrees. Maria Fernanda Franco, Cindy Paula Inoa, Lukens Darnell Laloy, Christopher Daniel Pilato, Stephen James Scopa, Kalila Anisi Taylor, Rebecca Nicole Westermeyer.
Department of Physics, doctoral candidates. Scott Davis, Major Professor, Dr. Eric Sau. Ashley Ernst, Major Professor, Dr. Volker Krede. Jonathan Gross, Major Professor, Dr. Simon Capstick. Alex Gerfinkel, Co-Major Professors, Dr. Peron Rickwald and Dr. Jorge Pekarowitz. Alan Hicks, Major Professor, Dr. Bernd Berg. Iram Menendez Santiago, Major Professor, Dr. Winston Roberts. Elizabeth Rubino, Major Professor, Dr. Sam Tabor. Department of Physics, Master's Degrees. Ian Crawford Goss. Jose Frank Gonzalez Ledesma. Juan Macy. Juan Mejia Marin. Nawaraj Poadel. Gabriel Rodriguez Linera.
Department of Physics, Bachelor's Degrees. Teresa Joy Baker. Grant Thomas Bechtel. Dakota Clay Bosch. Laura Marie Forhan. Shay Mackless. Pranav Muthuraman Geetha. Zachary Patrick Sermons.
Department of Psychology, doctoral candidates. Brian J. Albanese, Major Professor, Brad Schmidt. Connie Barroso Garcia, Major Professor, Colleen Ganley. Joseph William Botha, Major Professor, Brad Schmidt. Bruno Cherliza, Major Professor, Thomas Joyner. Taylor Day, Major Professor, Amy Weatherby. Michael Deshuk, Major Professor, Walter Booth. Megan Donovan, Major Professor, Jujin Wang. Melanie Allison Hom, Major Professor, Thomas Joyner. Catelyn Maskey, Major Professor, Diana Williams. Megan Lee Rogers, Major Professor, Thomas Joyner. Hillary Lauren Smith, Major Professor, Jesse Kugel. Jamie Ann Spiegel, Major Professor, Christopher Lonigan. Ian Harrison Stanley, Co-Major Professor Thomas Joyner and Co-Major Professor Natalie Sachs Erickson. Radhika Vaidyanathan, Major Professor Elizabeth Hammock. Erica Lynn Wells, Major Professor Michael Koffler. Natalie Wilver, Major Professor Jesse Kugel. James Robert Yancey, Major Professor Christopher Patrick. Department of Psychology, Master's Degrees. Austin Gallier. Rachel Elizabeth Joyner. Nora Muller. Department of Psychology, Bachelor's Degrees. Marwa Nasir Abdelkader. Georgia Warren Great. Rebecca Lynn Albin. Kiara L. Alexander. Shannon L. Amodio. Dominique Nicole Anderson. Caitlin Danielle Baird. Cora Baker. Mary Barr. Harris Joseph Lockler. Erin Diane Baylor. Alexandra Nicole Bachstrom. Cecilia Catherine Borg. Anna Karine Bowers. Cariana Gabriela Briseno. Richard Christian Brito. Alishai Dominique Bryan. Alexa Renee Birch. Taylor Nicole Burns. Kiara Lee Burnside. Nicole Angelica Bush. Claire Ashlyn Cacciatore. Cameron Lane Callahan. Sasha Campbell. Alanis Destiny Cartea. Madeline Maciel Castillo. Spencer Gracian Celaya. Courtney C. Cherry. Zachary Adam Childs. Theosi T. Christopher. Alexander Rainier Cologne. Samuel McLennan Fordry. Laura Elizabeth Howden. Delaney Spencer Day. Alexandria Ann Day. Austin Day. Krista Nicole Delmo. Jessica Stacy Devon. Bailey Ashton DeYoung. Griffin Michael Dorsey. Hayden Renee Ellis. Jasmine Ellison. Ikechi Emetuche. Miriam Shanaz Estock. Joshua Etienne. Alexia Diana Forrester. Mackenzie Nicole Galbraith. Jordan Christopher Garcia. Anna Victoria Garcia. Caroline Celeste Gardner. Ayla Christine Gatdula. Elizabeth Joy Gockman. Karina Gay. Anna Christina Gonzalez. Shannon Lee Griffin. Moira Shannon Haberkern. Abigail Hall. Elizabeth Carroll. Anna Elizabeth Hassig, Danielle A. Hercules, Caleb Timothy Eisler, Kathleen Haley Jacobs, Aja Jameson, Brittany Renee Johnson, Michael Wesley Jones, Tyler Elise Joseph, Aishani Kaluri, Erica Schuyler Kardatsky, Savannah Nicole Kelly, Joshua Killick, Jerome Mark Lozinski, Mariana Lanes, Leanna Marie Leach, Yijin Lee, David Junhyuk Lihu, Stephanie Marie Lembert, Stephanie Angela Letizia, Nicholas Lopresti, Maria Camilla Macias, Jordan Ashley Madsen, Jennifer Carol Mara, Laura Ann Martin, Caleb Martinez, Megan Lynn Masterson, Haley Ray McBride, Jeremiah Tyler Mendez, Madison Marie Mesa, Miranda Elizabeth Moran, Kyle Allen Mosier, Michael Nicholas Neese, Natalia Rosa Negron, Kylie Francis Nerney, Kaidwen The Nguyen, Selena Natasha Nunez, Itzel Pilares, Stephanie Peralta, Arlena Josefina Peralta, Ashley Perez, Ashley Nicole Parati, Shelby Alexandra Hall, Victoria Louise Pop, Megan Ann Proctor, Stephen Reese Puckett, Claire Redmond, Jessiny J. Riguero, David Addison Reese, Robert Allen Reynolds, Zoe Nicole Richmond, Carla Maria Vivafleca, Abby Robbins, Jacob Avery Rubenstein, Margloni R. St. John, Sydney Marie Samuels, Daniela Sanchez, Kyle Jordan Skluer, Emily Catherine Sharp, Olivia Wilson Sims, Kayla M. Sizemore, Dylan Smith, Casey Alana Swift, Gabriel Justin Tannenbaum, Amar Thakor, Brett Robert Toth, Logan Andrew Tyler, Corrine Isaac Nyron Underwood, Madison Ivy Upshaw, Savannah Shay Beltman, Anel Christine Barish, Brooke Haley Walker, Leona Paige Walton, Aubrey Donna Wampler, Olivia Montana Wetzel, Chanston Wheatley, Carly Rita Wilson, Rita Yang,
Department of Religion, doctoral candidates. Tara Baldrick Maroney, Major Professor, Dr. Nicole Kelly. Stephen Thomas Lane, Major Professor, Dr. John Kelsey. Nathan Andrew Motes, Major Professor, Dr. John Kelsey. Department of Religion, Master's Degrees. Jessica Ontek.
Department of Scientific Computing doctoral candidates. Brian Bartoldson, Major Professor, Dr. Gordon Erlbacher. Eitan Jacob Lees, Major Professor, Dr. Sachin Sandbag. Department of Scientific Computing Master's Degrees. Ezra Brooker. Marcelina Lapus Nogales. Daniel Rosales Giron. Darren Elise Seguel.
Department of Statistics doctoral candidates. Zihen Shui, Major Professor, Dr. Jinfeng Zhang. Healy Gao, Major Professor, Dr. Jonathan Bradley. Bradley Huff, Co-Major Professors, Dr. Eric Chicken and Dr. Devyati Sinha. Dongheng Li, Major Professor, Dr. Adrian Barbu. Kai Chi, Major Professor, Dr. Wei Wu. Linlin Shaw, Major Professor, Dr. Jinfeng Zhang. Carlos J. Soto, Major Professor, Dr. Anuj Srivastava. Zhuzhi Tong, Major Professor, Dr. Fred Huffer. Peng Zhao, Major Professor, Dr. Yian Shi. Department of Statistics Master's Degrees. Jihyun Chen. Peng Diao. Pranahe Tarifdar. Department of Statistics Bachelor's Degrees. Kayla Nicole Brown. Arnel Garcia. Carlo Jacques Jr. Shishline Nikita Joseph. Douglas John Kendall. Madison Irene Layfield. Nevin Manimala. Shane Etney Mawson. Mark Cyrus Nemet. Lofton Scott Whitten.
Women's Studies Program Bachelor's Degrees. Maria Amelia Andrade. Carla Paola Urbina.